Hello, Scorpio, and Happy New Year. Welcome to Intuitive Clarity with yours truly, Allison Nichols. Scorpio, I do apologize for not uploading any forecast since October. Part of it, I started out, I knew I was going to be able to do November's because I was getting ready for the holiday with the Candle Boutique, creating new holiday scents. And then in mid-November, right after my birthday, I got sick. So I ended up having to have emergency oral surgery, and I couldn't open up my mouth to eat, much less talk. And anyway, it was awful. So now I'm back up and running. Um, so happy to be back. And this is going to be your general forecast for the month of January 2020. And of course, we're going to do numerology and clarification, all that that entails. All right, so let's see what we got going on. I hope you had a great last quarter and a really good New Year's Eve. Ready for the new year. Whoa. Scorpio 20. All right, let's look at numerology here. Okay, good. So you're starting off, which is great for the new year. You're starting off in a one energy Scorpio, which is fabulous. That's all about new beginnings and fresh ideas, making new resolutions. Perfect for the beginning of the year. All right, so let's do some clarification. Okay, here we go. So week one, we start out with my page of fire, page of wands. This is out of the fairies journey, which I created, and you can purchase on the link below. However, it is reversed. All right. So when he is straight up Scorpio, he is she or whatever. It can be about a new passion, a new career opportunity. It's always bringing in a new opportunity in some form. Since it is wands, it is usually about social, career, new passion. It is a page. It can be about children. Um, it is reversed, so this means either it's not coming. If you're trying to get a new passion started, perhaps you're blocked in some way. If you're a writer, perhaps you're having writer's block, something like that. Or if you're wanting to move ahead in your career, it could be that there's something just not coming quite yet, or nothing is intriguing you yet, okay, to move forward. We do get the safe open, all right? So it almost appears as if it is something of value that you are wanting to work on this very first week. So perhaps you're setting some goals that you have not quite hit. Perhaps you're setting some new goals for yourself this first week as well, as far as how to bring in money, or how many things to if you're very creative, how many things you'd like to create this particular year. But we'll do some clarification about that. Week two is interesting. We get the Eight of Wands, which is information or something happening quite rapidly, swiftly. Okay. And we also get the Walk in the Park, which is about romance. So you could, on week two, you might have an opportunity to be swept off your feet by somebody, or if you're just looking for, a quick fling, perhaps that could be falling at your feet as well. Um, If that is not what you're looking for as far as a quick fling when it comes to romance, then just be cautious. This could just be a little warning sign for you for week 2 because it could happen. So, just keep your eyes open on that. Week 3, I do get my temperance, which is all about balance. Have a lot of really important cards at the top. So she is all about balancing things and harmony. Okay. And I believe that this is the crossroads when it's straight up. It is having to make a decision. When it is reversed, it's you've made a decision. I believe you've made a decision as far as um, how you're going to balance things on this 3rd week. I believe you've made a decision to feel more in harmony. This would actually be a good week if you had the ability to create some kind of a spa day or something, or do whatever kind of ritual. It is the 3rd week, so if you do moon rituals, that's probably when. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't look it up before I started this. But yeah, this would be a good time that you'd be in harmony with that. All right. Um, but either way, you have made a decision to be more balanced. And it might be just in how you respond to certain people or to certain situations. You're making a decision to be more in harmony, more balanced. Um, week 4. I do get a bit of a sudden surprise that could happen around finances. Okay. So because I do have my 5 of Pentacles here, which that is about, you do definitely have a flow of money, but it might, this 4th week, it might feel like perhaps you don't. You might actually get that very first credit card bill too, from the holidays, from spending money on the holidays. And perhaps you might be surprised about how much money you spent. Who knows? But it's not awful. It just looks like there is some type of sudden surprise about an outlay of money in some form. Or if you were expecting to get a certain amount of money, it might not be, you might be surprised to find out it is less than what you thought. Okay. Let me do more clarification though and see what we got going on. Ah, good. Hmm. Okay. Week 1, I get a victory card. Okay. Um, a proud card too. So remember I said this didn't look like it was going to, be awful or last long. I think by towards the end of the week, you're actually going to have some type of victory around what this was not coming to you. So there again, if you have writer's block, perhaps you have a breakthrough with this open safe happening here. We're going to do one more clarification card, which means information is pouring into you, creativity is pouring into you, inspiration, whatnot. So it does appear like there is going to be a victory towards the end of that 1st week. So don't despair if you're having a bit of a block trying to get something to happen or trying to get some information through in some form. Remember, I said there could be in week 2 a really quick, passion romance or something. Here we have the 3 of Pentacles, which is interesting. This is always my dark money card, Scorpio. So, well, not most of the time it's my dark money card. That's how I interpret it. But anyway, this is, I do believe, some type of, uh, caution message. Uh, be careful who you decide to have a fling with. They could be married. Okay. Um, if you're in that type of a situation, you're already in that situation, you might want to watch your P's and Q's the second week because you could get caught or you could catch them, whatever. But yeah, and also that you could be, if you do choose to, run with this fling or whatever, if that's what you're looking to do, be careful who you hook up with. It might not be as good as you think. All right, so just be cautious. Now, if this is not about romance, if this is more about business, okay, um, where it looks like the grass is greener, like you get this opportunity that just gets thrown at you where it looks like the grass is greener. Do some research, okay? Because they might not be telling you necessarily everything that you need to know as far as making a good decision about that. All right. So, what I'm telling you is don't jump into it on the week 2. Week 3. I do get my King of Swords reversed, all right, which traditionally this would represent, not Libra, stop it, Aquarius, which is interesting on top of my Temperance. If you have been at odds with an air sign or some type of a legal, because this is my legal card as well, some type of a legal situation. It looks like balance and harmony is the answer here. Um, so if it is a legal issue and a decision gets made, it looks like it would be in your favor. Okay, Scorpio. If this is about a gentleman in general that you've been trying to get away, you've made a decision to walk away from some type of a negative type of gentleman, it appears as if you're going to have peace of mind because this is also about peace. Um, so either way, this decision that is being made here is going to make you feel at peace and more in harmony on this third week, which is great. There again, if it's a legal situation, it's going to be in your favor. Yeah. If it's around an air sign that you're having trouble getting along with, it looks like you have the ability to keep your balance. All right, or someone you're having trouble getting along with, you might have decided that you're just going to stay balanced instead of going off the deep end and saying what you think. You might decide to hold your tongue a little bit on this third week. Yeah, week 4. So there's going to be, we get the high priestess. She's all about secrets and withholding information. Um, and she's reversed. So there's going to be some surprising information that comes out around money on this 4th week as well. So there again, if there was some type of a legal decision that happened here on this 3rd week, you do come out okay, but there could be legal fees to pay now, right? You might be shocked, about how much it actually costs. But either way, there is going to be something that comes to your attention this 4th week around money. Let's do one more clarification card, Scorpio. Now, on the other side of that, on week 4, when it comes to money, you might get some information too that you thought something was going to cost more than it actually does. Okay? So, on the flip side of that, instead of you know, having a loss of money, perhaps something happens where something doesn't cost quite as much as you thought it would. Happy family that first week. Do your research that second week. You are rising above the occasion, and yeah, actually going to be turn out okay on that fourth week. So I get the lilies on top of my victory card that first week. So whatever this delay was, as far as something you were trying to start or get information on, or you get a victory, and there is a happy ending to this first week. Remember, I told you, be careful who you hook up with. Do your research. I get the journal. This is about doing investigations and doing research. All right. So if it is romance and you're on a dating site and you get this guy, Google him. Why not? Google him. That's what we can do now. Um, if it's about taking on a new opportunity that just sounds over the moon, do your research before you do that. With this card in between here, it just makes me a little cautious as far as be careful who you trust. Just know what you're dealing with is what this card is telling us. Okay, my fish is riches. It's a symbolism of riches. Since it's at the very bottom of this third week with my temperance, keeping her balance, rising above it. There's a lot of water going on here on this third week. So I believe you need to make the decision to rise above whatever is going on with this Knight of Swords that's reversed, whether that is an air sign or some type of legal situation that might feel like it could be going south. I do believe you're going to rise above it, or you should rise above it. In other words, keep your balance, don't speak before you think, kind of thing, and make it worse, right? Uh, just the third week, just, keep your balance and rise above. All right. On week 4, I do get rugged beauty. So whatever this is that came out that was a sudden surprise, there again, you're going to come out okay by the end of that fourth week. Either, like I said, what you thought you were going to spend wasn't as much, or there is a little bit more money that you need to spend, that you have to spend, that you didn't expect to. It was a surprise. Either way, you still come out okay. So you probably had the money. You might not have wanted to give the money out, right? You might not have wanted to spend the money, but you had it. So you're still okay. You got the rose, so you're still okay. Or if it's something that you knew you were going to spend money on and you thought you had budgeted for a certain amount only to find out that you found it on sale or whatever, you came out ahead, right? It's beautiful, beautiful ending. Either way, it's a good ending on week 4. Okay, Scorpio, I'm going to do some more cards to see how you're feeling going into the month of February, and then we shall be done. Now, I do want to tell you, if I didn't say it at the beginning of the video, I've been marathoning these, trying to get these uploaded because I'm late doing them. But anyway, we're going into a 4 energy year, which is about stability and building your foundations. So you definitely want to do that. Any loose ends that need to be tied up, do it before 2021, because then we're going into a 5 energy. If you followed me at all, you know how I feel about 5 energies. They're usually chaotic. They can be destructive, but it's a needed destruction. Because sometimes we won't move forward unless there's something that falls apart that we have to move forward. So it's a needed energy. It's just kind of a drag. So you want to go into 2021 with as many things tied up as you possibly can. Pay off as many bills as you possibly can. You don't want any lions. You don't want any sudden surprises hitting you in 2021 that is from the past that you could have taken care of. That's my advice for 2020. So it should be a good, stable month. Do everything you can to build your foundations, a good, solid foundation, and stability in your world. All right, Scorpio, let's see how we're feeling going into the month of February 2020. Looks like every week ends well. The only one I want to give you caution about is that week too. Do your research, pay attention, take mental notes, if it's a spur of the moment situation. Okay, so what we have here, interesting. So we have my Seven of Swords reversed. I have my Death card straight up. And then I have my Six of Wands reversed, which is my victory card when it's straight up. So if this would be straight up, Scorpio, I would say you would be moving on. And sometimes this is even moving across the ocean, all right, or near water. Basically thinking that the grass is greener sometimes. So you're kind of taking your troubles with you and you're trying to move on to better and bigger things. This is reversed. Okay. You're not really feeling like you want to move on. Okay. As far as making any changes. Although I will tell you this, um, there's a part of you that is ready for some type of a transformation, some type of a change in how you're doing things. Okay. Um, that is kind of your center energy going into February. Even though you might not want to change something, I do believe that that is your general energy. So it's probably going to happen because I don't see you being too victorious with just being stale and standing still. All right. The overall energy going into the month of February is change. Okay. So just know that everything looks good towards the end of the month. I only look a little, see a little warning sign that second week, but everything else looks really good for the most of January. And so it might be, spurring up some change going on within that you aren't even aware of. You might just have a closed eye to it for right now, but it's still going on. That's a very strong card to get for the center energy, Scorpio. All right, and that actually is your card in the deck. So even though you're kind of comfortable with how things are going, just know that coming in February, there's probably going to be some type of a change coming, but it's for the best. All right, that's what I have, Scorpio, for the month of November. Or November, stop it. For the month of January 2020. All right. Thank you guys so much. While I was sick, I got a bunch of emails from my subscribers checking on me, wanting to know if did I quit, am I okay, did I die? Anyway, thank you so much, and I'm so sorry I didn't get back to some of you quicker. I was in and out. I was on some pain meds. But anyway, thank you, and thank you all for following me and being so gosh darn loyal. Don't forget to take advantage of that 10% off the new aromatherapy collection. Just click on that link below and use the coupon code. If you want your own personal intuitive clarity reading, just email me, click on the email link, and Fairy's Journey. There's a link down there too. All right, Scorpio, I want you to have a fabulous January. And until we meet again in February, I am always sending loving energy your way. Bye bye.